¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. Bien. That's a little close, isn't it? Let me move a couple more things real quick. Got you in real close, a little too close. I should know how to use this light better by now, but I don't. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the coop, El Pollo Loco. This my teeny tiny little barn. It's the smallest pole barn in the world, but we call it a shed, actually. Daggone it! I got had a piece of tape stuck to my foot. About drove me crazy for a second. Excuse me. Anyway, mine has as much stuff in it as yours does. Isn't that the thing about like having a garage or a shed or a barn? Just get filled up with all kinds of junk. I got to log back into my computer. How's everybody doing? We're partying. That's what we're doing. All right, so I'm trying to figure out where I was on this. Okay, I think I'm caught up here. Daniela, let's get back to it, everybody. Let's get back to it. Ready? Oh, yeah. Catch you later, then. And thank you. I love this hat, too. Tombstone Redemption hat. Now, I guess, it's called my Black Hills Redemption hat. I'll see you there. It's going to be awesome. You're going to hear a lot more about it here coming up, too. We're really going to start talking about it. And really getting excited about it because it's going to be here before we know it. All right, Daniela, you wrote favorite John quote or just something silly if possible. I could probably come up with something silly. Thank you for everything. You're the absolute coolest. Well, Daniela, thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. So I decided, and if you've been watching, you know that I went through and did a lot of this stuff. I numbered them on the back, and I did a lot of this before we started, so it would go a lot more smoothly than previous live signings I've done. And so far, I think it has. Believe it or not, I feel like it has. I hope you do too. So Daniela, you wanted my favorite quote or something silly. I put my favorite quote, which is, have you seen my squirrel? That's my favorite from both games. And there it is for you. That ring light's going to mess with me the entire time. They're so glossy, these pictures, that got to hold it at just the right angle so you can see it. All right, Daniela, thank you. Ship it. And now we'll move to Alexandra. Nothing. She wanted me to write nothing special, nothing specific. So I'll just sign it. For Alexandra, you're an outlaw for life. Thank you so much. I'm a little nervous. I don't know where to put these now, necessarily, where they're not going to smudge. I don't want them to smudge. You don't want them to smudge. Nobody has given me under special instructions, please sign it and then smudge it immediately so I can't really read it. Nobody has said that. So I'm going to try really hard to not do that. This one is for Kanye. Just wanted to say I've been a huge fan since the beginning. I still go back and play both games for these characters. John Marston is a legend. Thank you. Thank you, Kanye. This one's yours, man. And you didn't say to write anything specific, so I just went ahead and put my favorite quote, which is, "You're my brother." Kanye, thank you. You're awesome. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to remember to do this right. I'm going to stagger these so that they don't smudge. Kanye, ship it, friend. All right. This one is for Alec. Alec has sent a video message, which I'm going to try to watch right now. I don't know if my computer is going to do it. Here we go. Can't hear it. Dang on. All right. More of the fumble stuff I was talking about. I'm watching a video right now from Alec. Oh, here we go.
This means so much coming from someone like you, one of my favorite voice actors of all time. Huge inspiration for me as an amateur voice actor, and even writing a Western book inspired by voices such as yours. Thank you very much.
Yeah! Alec! Thank you, man. Thank you for sending me a video. That's really, really cool. We all enjoyed it. Thank you. And you are an aspiring voice actor. Best wishes to you, man. Enjoy it. I hope you enjoy every second of it. Good for you, man. Get out there and do something you want to do. Get excited about it. I think it's awesome. So thank you very, very much. So that one is number 457. See, this is now, it's going to get a little bit crazy because either I didn't number these right, or maybe I laid them down backwards. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Let me just make sure I didn't do that before I go on. No, doesn't look like it. So let me just double check something here real quick. Let's just go. Let's just go. I'm not going to fumble around anymore. If I do it twice, and then I did it twice, that's my own fault. 457. Alec. That's not 457. All right. Here we go. I'm going to put on here for Alec. Best wishes. Then I signed it and I put John Marston in quotes. Alec, man, thank you. And really, best wishes to you. I hope you really enjoy your career. I love it that you're doing that. Good for you, man. And thank you again for the message. Awesome. All right, so we got Wyatt. Wyatt Hotchkiss. What's happening, Wyatt? Solid name, by the way. I wanted to name our kids Waylon and Wyatt. My wife was not she wasn't into it. So, but I like it that your name is Wyatt. I like it a lot. What part of your philosophy books covers feeding a feller to a goddamn alligator, Dutch? That's what he wanted me to write, so that's what I wrote. And that's awesome. Right on, Wyatt. Thank you, man. Thank you, Wyatt Hotchkiss. Partying. All right. Oh, no. Okay. Michael. See, what happened is I had to skip some of these because they're of the print that I don't have. And now every time I go on my computer, I know you can't see this, and I'm sorry I'm even explaining it to you, but it made it tricky on this computer side of things. So for Michael, this one's for you. Blessed are the peacemakers. There you go, man. Thank you very much. Awesome. I don't know if any of you can see this. Excuse me for a moment. I got to rip this nail out. Daggone. There was a nail. I forgot a nail that was right there that I had sticking out because when I sharpen my mower blades, if you put it on this nail and if it leveled out, then that meant you did it right, something like that. I'm terrible at sharpening blades, but that nail was poking me. It was driving me crazy. Thank God I had a hammer right there. Thank God I'm in my garage right now. Do most people sign their prints in their shed? I do. Michael, thank you. You're awesome. And I need to back up a little bit because we're going to do Brian Tuvok. Because I do have this print. These are people that ordered, I think, since I started doing this thing. So it's going to, in a moment here, I'm going to be caught up and I'll be able to just, I've pre-done them all. But for these, and thank you, Brian. It says, hey Outlaw, I hope you're doing good. Can you sign with your favorite quote from any of the Red Dead game? Thank you, Rob. Coming top of the world, Alaska. Oh, man. You are on the top of the world. Welcome to the coop, man. Welcome to the coop from Alaska. That's awesome. So I put my favorite quote on there, Brian, which is, "You're my brother." Thank you so much, man. Alaska. Hope you're doing well. Let's do it. This next one is for Heidi. All right. So my neighbor, can you hear that tractor? I don't know what you guys can hear and what you can't hear, but so, hi. Thank you for your kind words about my hat. I like it too. I do like it. I wish I could wear it every day. If I had the choice, I'd wear this hat every day. Just people around me know better. They'd be like, dude, what are you doing? All right, Heidi. And hey, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Right over here, if you look in that window, there's a chicken. There's a tiny chicken hanging out. There's a couple of them over there, actually. Can you see them? There's a rooster. See that rooster? Can you see through that window? There's a rooster in there sticking his head out. And he thinks he's so tough. I think Taylor, my wife, I think she named him Henry. He thinks he's so tough. He'll fight you. He's not that tough, though, because he's a chicken. You know what I mean? Heidi, I didn't get these scars falling over in church. Everybody knows that. Thank you, Heidi. Awesome. All right, so far, somehow everybody knows, everyone knows that if you order today, there's a print that I ran out of. And nobody's ordered it yet. So thank you. That's awesome. How would you know that? All right, Bryant. So, Bryant, thank you so much. And you actually chose my favorite quote. It's same as Heidi's. It ain't no secret I didn't get these scars falling over in church. It's my favorite quote. Thank you. Ship it. There's too much. I've done too much, haven't I? I can't even keep up with my own self and my own ridiculous things. I just went too far with it, didn't I? I went too far. Kachi. K-H-A-C-H-I. Kachi. You eat babies. And I want to tell you something. Kachi, I know you think you're slick. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know. You think you're slick, but I'm just gonna tell you. Knock it off. Knock it off. With all that baby eating talk, knock it right off. Kate, she had nothing specific. So I wrote on there, Kate, that you are an outlaw for life, because you are. Thank you, Kate. Okay. This is a fun one. So Grace C. Grace C. Not Gracie, but Grace C. And it asked me, oh my goodness, where is it? I know I did this one. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you right now. Let me find it. Oh, it's right here. What have I done? I really wonder what I have done to get myself just out of order. I'm going to put that right there. And I'll come to that one. Yo, you know what I did? I know what I did. I accidentally put on the computer that I completed one that I didn't. So I'm going to complete it right now. So this one is to no one specific. Thank you. God, that makes me nervous when I do that. All right, so this one is for Grace C. And she asked me if I would draw. Says, could you attempt a doodle of Rufus? You don't have to if you don't want it. Well, thank you, Grace. But I did. And I want to show you right now. Check out little Rufus. Can you see him? That's Rufus. Of course it is. We all know Rufus. Woof. Rufus is talking all wound up. Look at Rufus. Woof. Yo, calm down. Rufus. Grace. Thank you, Grace. C. Thank you very much. All right. For Morgan. It's John Marston, Micah. All right, Morgan. There you go. Thank you so much. All right. And now, Danny. So Danny says, if possible, could you please write your favorite John quote? If not, that's okay too. Thank you, Rob. Well, thank you, Danny. And yes, I did write my favorite John Marston quote, which is, and this is my favorite probably from both games. My side ain't chosen. My side was given. That's my favorite. Danny, thank you so much. Awesome. Heading your way. Thank you. I pulled this ladder over here. You guys see that I have a ladder behind me? So I can sit on it. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works out. That might work. It's not perfect, but I got a seat. I guess you probably did expect me to be doing ridiculous things like this. I was about to ask, did you expect when you tuned in that I would be hanging out in my shed? Yeah, you did. But did you expect me to be sitting on a ladder? Maybe you did. Alexandra, I would love if you could include a nice message or something. Thank you in advance. I'm a huge fan. Thank you, Alexandra. That's really kind of you. I appreciate it. And so I did. I put a nice message on there, which is my favorite quote, actually. And this is my favorite quote, I think, probably from both games. I would say it is. I wrote, I left the gang after the gang left me. Thank you very much, Alexandra. And I want you to, I hope you have a really nice day. Because that's actually what you asked for, was something nice. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, here we go again. So I skipped one when I was oh no, this is a new order. Because it says VIP on it. All right, so Victoria, Sue Ann Newcomer. You must be watching right now. Are you? Are you watching right now? Because I think you just ordered this just now. If you're here, hello. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your participation. All right. You're amazing. You're amazing. What are you talking about? So are you. Thank you. All right. It's going to take me a second to write out your name. Give me a minute. All right. Victoria. Sue. And Newcomer. Outlaws for life. Victoria, Sue, and Newcomer. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Heck yeah. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. And if you are on here and I missed you, when I asked, I didn't see you respond that you were. But I hope you're having a good time. We're all having a good time here in the old El Pollo Loco. How do you say coop in Spanish? I did look this up earlier and I couldn't get an answer. Does anybody know how to say coop in Spanish? Because what I want to say is bienvenido. Welcome to the coop. And I couldn't find it. I don't know if coop is a word in Spanish. Is it? Hey everybody, this is awesome. What's happening? You guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out. I love it. Daya. Okay, so I don't really get this one. I don't know if I don't get this one, but I'm going to read it to you. And it's okay for Daya. And she wanted, or Daya, he or she wanted me to write, "You're just a bunch of women playing outlaw." So that's what I wrote. And I don't know what it means. I don't know if John said that. Did John have that as a line? I don't know if that was one of John's lines or not. But anyway, it's on its way to you. Thank you very much. Sarah Dunphy. Absolutely love John Marston. I was wondering if you could maybe write your favorite line, quote, from John on the print. Thank you, Sarah. And I did write my favorite quote. Which is, people don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven. It's my favorite. Thank you so much. I think this staggered thing is going to work too, as far as smearing them and not smearing them. I think it's going to work. I don't know. It's starting actually to warm up around here a little bit, so hopefully this ink will dry pretty quickly. I don't see any smudges there. Starting to warm up. Daggone. Can't wait. I want it to be hot outside. Dan says, hi, Rob. Loved your performance in both Red Dead Redemption games. Thank you, Dan. Thanks for bringing such a memorable character to life. Much love from the UK. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much. I did too. All right, let me make it out to Dan. Dan, thank you. All the way to the United Kingdom. So cool. Thank you, man. Next one is from Marley. Yeah, from Marley. Okay. She says, could you doodle a little cowboy theme? What? I don't know what just happened to me just now. I might have had a stroke for a second. I don't know what just happened. Let me try and read this again. It says, could you doodle a little cowboy themed thing or whatever you feel in the moment? These games mean the world to me. Thank you. And you're amazing. You're amazing, Marley. And I did, in the moment when I did write this, I did doodle you something. And it was a cowboy themed thingy, which you didn't say. I did just a moment ago when I stroked out. I'm okay now, I think. But I drew you, so it says for Marley. And then down there, you got a little guy. Dang on, you're not going to be able to see it because of this light. I want to be able to shield it so you can see it. Okay, see that little guy? See that guy? It says, don't want no trouble. Don't want no trouble! With those two guys walking towards them with guns out. I think you got trouble, friend. So, I hope that's what you were looking for. Marley, thank you. Oh, you got trouble. That's one thing you do got, is trouble. Lauren, all right, so Lauren, and this one was kind of cool too. Can you please draw a heart and or a little picture on there as I'm going to get it tattooed on me? Thanks so much. All right, so here's the thing. Just know that you absolutely do not have to get this tattooed. You should only tattoo things on there that you really want, on your body, that you really want. And if you want this, then please get it. But if you don't, then just don't. But see that heart right there with an arrow through it? That's what I drew you. Are you going to do it? Oh my goodness, are you going to do it? See, I got a bunch of tattoos. And I don't have a tattoo like that. I'd kind of like to have one. Because why wouldn't I, right? But you don't need to do that. If you do, great. I'd love to see it when you get it done. But also don't. If you don't want to, don't. Speaking of tattoos, there's a couple stories I need to tell you about when I was at Gaming Expo in Puyallup, which does not sound the way that it's spelled. That's why I think it's funny that I can pronounce it, because I was taught how to pronounce it correctly. And I do think I'm saying it correctly, but Puyallup, Washington. When I was there, and actually the convention I was at before that, which was in Phoenix, I was there with a couple that work for Celebrity Talent Booking, which is the booking agent that gets us to these conventions that we go to. And her name is Heather, and her husband's name is Scott, and Scott is awesome. We did garage band. What's it called? Rock band. They had rock band set up at this convention, and Scott and I went over there and jammed out with this kid. And I posted it. Maybe it's still there. You can watch it if you want. I think his name was Logan. It was awesome. He talked us into it. But I was going to talk to you about tattoos. So I'm sorry I told you about that instead. Anyway, so Heather has decided that I need to get her initials tattooed on my face. And I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to do it or not. I haven't fully decided yet, Heather, if I'm going to do it or not. I might. What are you going to do if I do? That's what I want to know. What are you going to do if I do it, Heather? I know your first initial is H. I don't know what your middle name is. And I don't know if you want everybody to know your last name, so I'm not going to say it. But you think about that, Heather. What are you going to do if I do it? Oh, this is really cool. This is Sadler Holly. And I love that name, by the way. Sadler Holly. And it says, could it please say congratulations on graduating high school? Yeah. Congratulations, Sadler. Awesome. I'll tell you what. High school is awesome. And it's awesome to graduate from high school, too. It's like, people that age, the high school age, can be really, really cool, and they can also be really, really terrible. And I hope that you, Sadler, had an awesome high school experience, and I hope that you allowed other people to have an awesome high school experience as well. I'm sure you did. But congratulations, and best wishes moving forward. Awesome. This one is for Grace. Okay, so please write any quote that you want, whether it be something meaningful or absolutely silly. Thank you for taking your time to do things like this. Well, Grace, thank you. Of course, I'm happy to do this. Thank you. And so I wrote my favorite quote from both games. It is, we all need friends, old timer. We die alone, but we live among men. That's my favorite. And that's what I wrote. And Grace, thank you. I'm telling you, it could not be more cool for me to be in a position to do something like this. So thank you. And I just wish that more people had the opportunity that I have had. I mean, I could not be more spoiled, and I really appreciate it. So thank you all. And Rockstar Games, thank you, by the way, right? So this one is for Yojin. Wait a second. Yes, it's pronounced Yojin. Thank you so much for doing that. You wrote that out for me, and I appreciate it. Thank you. It just says it's pronounced Yojin. Thanks. So, Yojin, if you're hanging out, you're my brother. I put my favorite quote on there for you. Right on, Yojin. Thank you so much. See, we're getting now, we've got to, I want to just show you. Just in case you're like looking for something else to do right now, if you're over this, I get it if you are. But if you ordered a print and you're waiting for me to sign it, this is how many I have left right now. And they're all like in, you know what I could do now? I could go through and like put them all in the same, so that way you know. That's not fair. Is that fair? Is that better? Should I organize these so they're in the order, like they're all the same print? So you know if you ordered that print, then you just need to watch until I get through that print, then you know you saw your signed. Is that better? Quite a scratch you got there. I love it. You guys are awesome. You really are awesome. So yes, I should do that. I should, yes, yeah. Sounds like a good idea. What's happening, Jenna? Jez Kenny's in the building, everybody. All right, let's do that. Let me do this. It's going to take me a minute. But we can hang out in the meantime. So, oh, you know why I can't do that? I can't do that. And the reason why is because I have to do it on the daggone computer as I'm doing it. I'm so sorry I can't do that. I can't. That would be better. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't do that. We're going to just keep on trucking. Alan, this one's for you. Hey, you didn't have to worry about it, did you? I'm so sorry I can't do it the way that I just offered to do it. I don't know why. I don't know why I am the way that I am. I'm trying to be helpful and I'm trying to make it better for you. I'm sorry I can't do it that way. All right, Alan, this one's for you. Thank you. Oh, goodness. That's like bringing, a pizza to share with 100 people. Not everybody's going to get in it. Oliver, can you please write, love you, cowpoke? Okay, so let me find it again. Now that I got them out of order. Love you, cowpoke. Yeah, I'll write it. And Oliver has sent a message as well. See if I can make this happen.
Of John, it says love you, cowpoke. I'm probably going to print this out and put it right next to it. If I'm ever lucky enough to see you at a con, I would love for you to sign this as well.
All right. I'm going to play it again. And we're all going to watch it together. I hope this is what you want, Oliver. Because this is what's happening. Let me just do this. I'm going to flip it around so I don't miss it. All right, here's Oliver with this awesome video message.
Thank you so much for giving me your signature. Actually, I want to show you why I wanted you to put love you, cowpoke on it. It's because I made this drawing of John and it says love you, cowpoke. I'm probably going to print this out and put it right next to it. If I'm ever lucky enough to see you at a con, I would love for you to sign this as well.
Oh, yeah. That is awesome. Thank you. I love that you made that. And that is so cool. Thank you. So, yes, I really hope that I can meet you in person, just like everyone on here. But thank you so much for your video. That's so cool. I love it. Thank you. And, let's do that. Let's meet in person somewhere, someday. Let's do it in Black Hills. You ever been to South Dakota? Let's go. Let's go, Oliver. We'll see you there. Awesome. Ian. Partner. Doesn't say anything specific. So I wrote Outlaws for Life on it. Thank you, Oliver. I really do like those video messages. I think they're awesome. I know that, it's an option. You don't have to do it, but it's really cool when you do. Thank you. Okay, so this one is for Ash, and it says, could you please just put a little smiley face or something sweet? Thank you. Love you. Go Hoosiers, it says. And yes, Ash, let's go. Hoosiers. I love it. All right, so I drew you a little smiley face. And if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it. Daggone, that ring light's going to drive me crazy. It already is. But there you go. I think you can see it now. Little smiley face guy on there. Little Johnny, happy smiley Johnny guy. Maybe I should, no. I'm going to leave it. I was going to put Go Hoosiers on there, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave it just like that. Ash, thank you so much. So last weekend, I was talking with Roger Clark and, who else was sitting there? We were talking about Hoosiers. Indiana, the Indiana Hoosiers. And Indiana is the Hoosier state. And they were kind of making fun of me going, yeah, you're a Hoosier. And I said, you know what's funny, though, is that I know I am a Hoosier. I'm a proud Hoosier, right? I'm from Indiana. That's where I'm from. Let's go. Went to school at Indiana University. That's why I love, and my whole family are big IU fans. Anyway, but they were like, so what is a Hoosier anyway? And the truth is, I don't know. Also, I don't think anybody knows. I don't think anybody knows what a Hoosier actually is. Look it up. I don't know what it means. I don't think anybody really does. If you're from St. Louis, you've heard the word Hoosier and you say that to talk down to someone. Which, by the way, knock it off. But no, Hoosier is not a nice thing to call someone if you live in St. Louis, apparently. And that goes back to some kind of, I think there was a workers' strike, and some people said, you know what, I'm going to work anyway. Or they brought new people in that weren't part of this union, and they called them all Hoosiers because they were messing things up. Whatever. You know what? You might research that too, because I don't know if I just told you the truth about that. But the thing is, nobody knows what Hoosier is. The theory that I like the most was that way back in the day, whenever somebody was walking through the woods in Indiana and they came upon a cabin and they walked up, saw that there was someone in there, and they knocked on the door, and the person that was in there, instead of getting out of his chair, just said, Hoosier! Like, who's there? Hoosier! And maybe that's why. I think that's my favorite. That's my favorite theory of why we're called the Hoosier State, but I can't. I'm a Hoosier, and I have no idea what that means, but that's what I am. Are you still there? I had an alarm go off on my phone. Sorry. I forgot to disable it. All right, let's move on here. Matt. So this one says, hi, Rob. Could you write, it's John Marston, Micah. Cheers, mate. Love from the UK. You got it. You got it, Matt. Thank you. I love this. People from all over the place. That is just wild. And I appreciate you. All of you. All right, so Tyler. Tyler, nothing specific. Outlaws for life, Tyler. There you go. Thank you so much. Anybody a basketball fan? I know I talked about basketball when I was on here last doing one of these, but Final Four, men's Final Four is tonight. Pretty exciting if you're into it. If you're not, you could care less, obviously, right? This one is for Isabel. Can you please draw cat whiskers on him? Yeah. That is not what I did when I pre-did this one. So you got a little something extra. Let me go ahead and do what you just asked me to do. What I should have done originally. So, yeah. I thought, when I first read that, it said, could you please draw a cat with whiskers? So I did that. And now I'm realizing you wanted me to draw cat whiskers on the face of John Marston. So I did that. But check it out. See, there's his whiskers on his face. I hope that's kind of what you had in mind. And then also, there's a cat with whiskers. How do you draw the legs, the back legs of a cat who's facing you, sitting down facing you? Is that what they look like? That's what they look like to me, but you're not really worried about the legs so much. You're more concerned about the whiskers, I think, which do look exactly like a cat. You know, we didn't talk much about it. There you go, Isabel. Thank you. But when I do, I'm not doing it. I told you already earlier, I know I've gone too far. I'm not doing it again. What was I going to say? Does anybody know what I was going to say about my drawing? I'm sure someone does. Someone is going to say, I'm an idiot, and I love it. I love it, and I love you all. Thank you for hanging out with me. My goodness. Just be careful, all right? Just be careful when you hear me say things and you see me do things. Don't do the same things as I do, because people will think you're crazy. All right, this one is for Sage. It says, can you write my favorite line, Sage's favorite line on it as well, which is my favorite line. It's John Marston, Micah. Thank you so much. Sage! There you go. That's my favorite quote, too. That is awesome. You and me, Sage, same page. Same page, Sage. Did anybody just hear that gunshot? Oh, man. Wild West out here. So this one is for Taylor. Taylah. Taylor. My wife's name is Taylor. Your name is Taylor. And I did write something which I think is sweet, cute. I wrote, for Taylor, I hope you have a good day. Taylor. There you go. Thank you so much. All right. Ruben. So Ruben wrote, I don't know if it's possible, but can you maybe write a little quote on it? Yes, of course I can. And so I chose my favorite quote, which is, people don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven, Ruben. Nothing. See, there I go again. I can't help myself. Sometimes I do things that when I watch it back, I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked at myself. I want to tell you something. When you stand in one place and you basically talk to yourself, I know I'm talking with you. Sometimes I check in here and see what's going on. Most of the time you guys are hanging out with each other, which I love. I'm trying to think of things to talk about for hours on end by myself, which honestly makes you a crazy person to begin with, right? They say that if you're talking to yourself, that doesn't make you crazy. It's when you respond to yourself that makes you crazy. I do both. I clearly do both. Marie, this one's for you. Hi, may I ask for your autograph, but also, could you please write, but you're my brother? Would mean a lot, and thank you in advance. Marie, of course I can, and thank you. Awesome. So, there you go. Thank you. Heading your way, Marie. Katie. Katie wanted my favorite quote from John and a little small doodle that I could possibly tattoo one day. Here we go again. Thank you for bringing to life an amazing character. Thank you, Katie. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So this is it's just an option for you when you go to the tattoo parlor. You can say to the artist, the tattoo artist, you can say, "What do you think about doing this?" And they're going to go, "You sure?" That's what they're going to say. But here it is. That's John. Howdy. Howdy. Oh, man. You sure? You sure you want to do that? That's up to you, Katie. Thank you. If you get it, of course we all want to see it. If you don't, then, just forget about it. You don't have to. No pressure. Just if you do, though, yeah, we all want to see it. All right. Arizona. Pick your absolute favorite John Marston quote, please. So I did. Which is, you all know by now, you're my brother. Arizona, you're my brother. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what. All right, Leslie. This is a good one right here. I love this one right here. Okay, so it says, our love... I'm not going to joke about it here. I did just joke about it recently with Shaniqua and Michaela. So, our lovely friend Michaela, not Michaela. Her name was never Michaela. Her name has always been Michaela. Got me to play, our lovely friend Michaela got me to play Red Dead Redemption 2, and I love it! Can you please write from gunslinging to shit shoveling in a doodle of John? Ha ha ha! Thank you. Yes, I can. And I have somewhere publicly apologized to Michaela for calling her Michaela the last time I did a live stream. I've met Michaela. We've hung out. She's really awesome. I have no idea. When I was last doing a live signing and I got an order from Michaela, I said, this one's for Michaela. Idiot. I'm an idiot. Anyway, Leslie, yes. I did. Okay, so I need to write. Wait a second. This is what's throwing me off. There we go. I got these out of order. So Leslie, from gunslinging to shit shoveling. Yeah, I got it. And I got John on there in the corner. Howdy. Howdy. There's a guy that I work with who is, honestly, I promise you, one of the funniest people. And he does try to be funny, and he's funny when he tries to be funny. He also is funny when he's not trying to be funny. And I've told you about him already, too. I think I talked about him on the last live stream I did. His name's Casey, but I call him Cornbread. And I call him Corn Dog and Corn Flour and Corn on the Cob. Everything, I don't know, he's corn. But he's the one. You walk by him, and you think that he doesn't see you coming, or, there's just no reason to say hi because you've already said hi. And you'll just hear him, howdy. And I think, like, wait a minute. Sometimes I'll walk past him and I'll just barely hear it. I think, and he'll look back at me, howdy. Like, yeah, you heard me. I did say it. I know. Maybe that's one where you got to be there, but I promise you, one day I'm going to talk him into making some videos, and he's going to go viral just for being a funny dude. Howdy. Okay, so this one is for Chadley. All right, and Chadley did specifically ask me, please draw a cat, which I did. I did not draw anything on John's face. I just drew a cat like I was asked to. And this one is most of my drawings are kind of squared off because I feel like that really brings out a lot of details that you don't see when people try to draw things with curves. But this time I did a curved cat. I put some curves in it. And I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks like a cat. That one's for you, Chadley. Thank you so much. That's a cat right there. And that cat is from the side. And it's got its legs crossed a little bit, like cats do. You get it. You see it. Why am I explaining something that's so clear? Thanks, Chadley. What's the cat thing? I want to know what the cat thing is all about. What is that? People just like cats? Your cat approves? Okay. So, that's a cute cat. Thank you. Somebody speaking Spanish. Hola. Hola. Necesito más español, por favor. Necesito más comprende, por favor. That's it. That's all I got. Necesito. Muy importante. Oh, boys. So, Ran. This person's name is Ran. R-A-N. And it says, "Hey, Rob, I'm so happy that I could have a chance to have you sign. Can you please draw a small John and Arthur next to your name, please? Thanks a lot." All right. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to sign it down there in between everybody. So you got Ran. This one's for you. All right. So for Ran. And then you've got small John here. Howdy. Then there's your signature. And then there's small Arthur, who's saying, knock it off, John. Come on, Arthur. Howdy. Hanging out, having fun. Oh, and this one has a message. Let's see if we can get this to pull up. Let's see if we can get her. All right.
I'm so happy that I can have a sign from you. And I want to show you, this is my cosplay for John Marston. And this is the 3D model I made for him. And I want to say that thank you so much for giving an amazing job for John Marston. We love
you guys. This is awesome. Okay, so Ran, this is you.
Hey Rob, I'm so happy that I can have a sign from you. And I want to show you, this is my cosplay for John Marston. And this is the 3D model I made for him. And I want to say that thank you so much for giving an amazing job for John Marston. We love.
Yeah! Thank you! These videos, these little video messages are pretty fun, aren't they? That's awesome, Ran. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, so you've seen it, but there you go. There you are again. That's coming to you, Ran. Thank you, and I appreciate your kind words as well. I don't know why I'm talking to the computer as you're right here. Maybe you could be here. You're definitely not there. Thank you. I'm talking to the wrong thing here. Thank you. I'll tell you what. Weird things happen. Weird things happen when you talk to yourself for a couple hours. I guess if I did it without feeling weird, then I should be more concerned, probably. I don't know how I got these out of order, but they're not terribly out of order. Okay, so moving on. This one is for John Murphy. Just John is fine. Okay. Please add one of my favorite quotes. My side ain't chosen, my side was given. That's my favorite quote, too. Love you, Rob. Love that me and Marston share a name. Yeah, that is cool. John. My side ain't chosen, my side was given. All right, John. Thanks, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Izzy! All right, Izzy. Izzy J says, "Hi, I'm a huge fan. Thank you. Can you please write, 'You eat babies' on it?'" Keep doing what you're doing. Lots of love from California. All right, Izzy J. Yeah, I wrote 'You eat babies.' I did. And I suppose, you probably don't eat babies because you asked me to write it. There it is. Just a little friendly reminder there, Izzy J. If if you eat babies, you better knock it off. Just a little friendly reminder. All right? Knock it off! Oh my. So this one is for John Montgomery. And it has no special instructions. So I'm just going to sign it. And I've already written Outlaws for Life on it. So there you go. Thanks, John. Alexander. This is really cool. I appreciate this one too because it says, can you sign it with your favorite Marston line? Yes. Thank you. And so, my favorite line, you're my brother. That's easily my favorite line from both of the games combined, Undead Nightmare, whatever. All of them. That's my favorite, Alexander. So there you go, man. Thank you. Tom Green. What's happening, Tommy? Your friends call you Tommy? Tom Green. Did we do one for you already? I think you might have gotten two. Thank you so much, man. I think you were like one of the first ones I did. Tom Green, there you go. Thank you. You're an outlaw for life, dude. All right. Now we've got Layan. See, because I pre-did it, we're good. But don't order this. If you order a print that you want to have signed today during this live stream, don't order this one because I don't have any more of them. I want to make sure everybody knows. Can you please write, it's John Marston, Micah, on it? Much appreciated. Yes, I can. I'm going to do this. I think I got to do silver because it'll show up better. All right. Layan. And I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Excuse me. Layan. That's for you. Thank you so much. Right on. All right. The next one is for Peyton. Peyton, that's a cool spelling of your name. Peighttyn. And maybe that's a common spelling. I don't know. I really like that name. 2. All right, Peyton. You said, thank you for making such beautiful art and being so badass. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you. That's really kind of you. Very kind. There you go. Thank you so much. I'm really sorry, you guys. Earlier that I offered that I was going to do it differently, and then I realized that I couldn't after I offered it. I apologize. So, Riley Campbell, do whatever you want to do. Are you sure, man? Are you sure? So, you know what? I did this earlier already, and I was not feeling real wild. I was feeling a little more conservative. So I wrote my favorite quote, which is, "You're my brother." You're lucky I signed that one before, friend. Who knows? Who knows what would happen if I did it right now? Do whatever you want to do. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. All right. 5. Let's see. This one is to no one specific, but they wanted "You're my brother." There you go. I'm not even sure what that must be something John said at some point. Anyway, there you go. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Out of order. How does that happen? I'm gonna do something here. I think that I have on a couple of these marked on the computer that I signed it when I really didn't, but I got them right here and they're numbered, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign them. This one is for Kara, and I'm so sorry. I think that I have deleted what you asked me to write off the computer. But it appears that you asked me to draw a picture. So I did. And it's right here in the corner. Howdy. Kara, thank you. And this one too. This one is for Lincoln. And Lincoln asked me to write, it's John Marston, Micah. So there you go. Lincoln. There you go. Hey, thank you very much. All right. Now we're back. Dang on. Are we? Yeah, all right. Now we're back on track here. This one is for Brittany. John Marston quote of your choosing. Huge fan of you and Red Dead. Would have loved to see you in Raleigh. Oh my goodness, Brittany. I would have loved to have seen you too. I'm so sorry I couldn't make it. Hopefully someday I will make it there. I was really, really excited about going. There's a guy that I work with now who is from North Carolina. And he had written out like really good restaurants to go to and cool bars to hang out at, and gave me like this really cool kind of, heads up on where it was that I was going, where I should check out, and all the good stuff. And then turns out I wasn't able to make it. So I'm really, really sorry. And hopefully someday I'll get to meet you in person somewhere. Hopefully there. I'd really like to go there. But so, Brittany, you asked me for a quote of my choosing, and so I put my favorite, which is, I left the gang after the gang left me. So, there you go. I hope you like it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Brittany, until we see each other in person. Will Morris. So, Will, this one's for you, and I bet everybody knows what I'm going to say. If you order a print that you want signed today, do not order this one because I don't have them. I thought I should mention that. Thank you, Will. Thank you. Now, this is a name that I probably am going to mispronounce. Malt. M-A-L-T-E. Malte. Sup. Maybe obvious, but write it on the white area of the poster. I love it. I want to hang out with you. I want to know how to say your name correctly, and I want to hang out. Because that's funny. And I put "you're my brother" because... yeah, I get it. I understand that is a quote from the game, but I think I really like your style. Maybe obvious, but please write it on the white area of the poster. I love that. I love it. I think that you're my brother in real life. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're my brother. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. That's funny. I love it. Megan! You guys, we're actually getting through these. We're actually getting through them. I mean, I don't know how many we got left, but not a whole bunch. So this one is for Megan, and it says, I'm graduating with my master's degree in May, so can you write some wise, comical words, wise or comical, it says, wise/comical, Please and thank you. Bonus points for a stick figure cowboy. Well, I tell you what. I am writing something that is wise and comical at the same time, I think. And I didn't draw you a stick figure cowboy. I drew you something better, which is John Marston. Looks just like him, only he's waving and saying, howdy. Howdy. So, also on there, it's kind of hard to see. And I don't know in this light if you'll be able to see it at all, but it says, do it. Which is wise, I believe. You worked so hard to get to this point. You've worked so hard. And so don't waste it, really, is where I'm going with this, right? By saying do it. But also, it's funny because it's from the movie, right? Do it. And what movie even is that? Oh my goodness, does anybody know? Do it. Oh, it's funny. It is funny. I'm going to go ahead and say right now that my joke is funny. My joke is funny. And it's wise. Thanks, Megan. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to be wise and funny at the same time. And yes, I am confirming that I'm both. Was in that moment, at least. Daniel Crosby and Blake Nasworthy, Outlaws for Life. That's, yeah, you are. If anybody knows it, it's me. Oh my goodness, you guys. Daniel Crosby and Blake Nasworthy, thank you so much. I hope you're doing well, both of you. Thank you. Rose! Hello from France. Please can you write, you are my sister, and draw a little heart. And of course, Outlaws for Life. Thanks. Yes, Rose from France. That's awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. Rose is someone who got one of the early prints when I still had them. So there's your little heart. Little heart. You're my sister. Outlaws for Life. That's awesome. All right, Rose. Well, someday I would like to come visit you in France. That would be cool. I hope that can happen someday. Be really, really cool. All right. And okay, so this one is a little bit. I'm really hoping that you're here. And of course you wouldn't know. Nobody's going to know exactly who this is unless your name is Christopher and you ordered this print and you wanted nothing specific written on it. Are you this person? Are you here? Because the reason why I ask, I love you. That's what I'm talking about. I love you, whoever wrote that. Thank you. So the reason I'm asking it is because it says to make it out to Christopher. No R on the end. There is no R on the end. I'm going to show everyone. Because I have to. I feel like I have to. I have to show people. Let me flip this thing around. Look at that. Make it out to Christopher. Is that right? That's what I'm going to write on it. That's what I'm going to write on it. Unless somebody tells me right now that you are the person who ordered this. And you just forgot to spell your name correctly. Maybe that is right. Daggone it. Maybe that is right. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I was sitting there reading you guys' comments. You guys are funny. I wish I had more time to read them because you guys are funny. Christoph. Is it right? It sounds like Christoph, I think. Well, maybe that is right. Christoph. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to put an R on there. Because if it is right on the computer and I make it wrong, then no, I'm not doing it. I'm doing it just like that. And we're going to say that it's Christoph. That's a good call. Whoever said that, thank you. All right, so for Christoph. And you know what? How do you spell Christoph? Is that it? I don't know anyone named Christoph. I've heard the name, but I've never seen it spelled. Maybe that's how you spell it. Confirmed. Christoph. Awesome. Awesome. Jenna, you saved the day again. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you. Christoph, I'm sorry for the confusion, man. I'm so glad that I didn't put an R on there just to make it wrong, because I was about to. What's wrong with me? Daggone it. All right. Christoph, thank you. And now I know how to spell Christoph. How about that? All right, Joanna. Okay, so this one's Joanna. This is Levi Johnson. Again, I know that we've done a Levi Johnson, and I guess, Levi, I think you got 2. Thank you so much. Either you got 2 or I did the same one for you twice. Whatever works, right? Thank you so much, Levi. Hope you're doing well. All right, so Joanna. Okay, so just want to say thank you for all you do for this community. Much love. Thank you, Joanna. And I want to tell you, it also says, hey, Rob, I can't get to Deadwood. Very sad. So thank you for doing this. Well, Joanna, yeah, of course. And I'm so sorry that you won't be in Deadwood. I mean that. I truly mean that. Hopefully, it will be a huge success, and we'll be able to continue to keep going to different places. And maybe you'll make it next time. So hopefully this won't be the last one. But I'm sorry you won't be there. And thank you very much. We are going to do our best to make it an absolute experience that everyone has to have again. And I think that, honestly, Ken Palco, he's going to get that done on his own, whether any of us from the game show up or not. I mean, we're all really excited to be there, but Kenny Palco is going to make it awesome. Beyond, way beyond. Riley. So, says, howdy, Cowpoke. Howdy, Riley. Cowpoke. Keep on riding and don't ever look back. AKA Rip Van Winkle. I like it. I'm glad I see. Thank God I look at this stuff twice. Okay, Riley. Howdy, Cowpoke. Keep on riding and don't ever look back. Rob Wiethoff, a.k.a. Rip Van Winkle. Thank you so much. Oh, man. If I just looked at this stuff once and signed it and numbered it and did everything on the fly, it would, 90% of them would be wrong. Now, when I do it this way, 90% of them are right. There's still a bunch that I don't get exactly right. But I'm doing my best, and I appreciate you all. Jathan. So, Jathan. Jathan. Didn't have anything specific on it, but typically on the ones that don't have anything specific, I write Outlaws for Life, but on this one I put You're My Brother, because it felt right for some reason. So, thank you, Jathan. It just felt right, you know what I'm saying? So, Gina. So, Gina, this says, can you please write to Gina, Be loyal to what matters. Just want to thank you, Rob. Red Dead Redemption, the greatest story ever told. Saved my life. Take care. Well, Gina, that is pretty awesome. I'm glad that you feel like it's very kind of you, I should say, to say that Red Dead Redemption is the greatest story ever told. And I want you to know that I am so happy, and I mean this, that I was part of something that could somehow get you through a difficult time in your life. And so I hope you're doing well. And thank you so much. I hope you're really doing well. And I mean that. Thank you. All right. Julian Vink. Julian Vink, just simply put, under special instructions, you're my brother. All right. Julian, thank you. Thank you so much. Can you guys see me? Can you see me like trying to restrain myself from doing the same jokes over and over and over again? Normally you just see me do the same jokes over and over and over again. But when I don't do it, do you see the struggle, the internal struggle going on here? The struggle is real. The struggle is real. Dylan Brittingham. All right, Dylan. Here you go. So, for those of you tuned in right now, or whenever you watch this, there's an eclipse coming. There is an eclipse that is coming across North America. And in my own hometown, we're supposed to have total darkness for like 4 minutes. And I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be really cool. Does anybody else know about this? Are there any people that are going to travel so you can go be part of the eclipse? I'll be here in Indiana. Right on. Yeah, well, just, I guess, go get your groceries now, right? My hometown is, I wish I could see the totality. Yeah, well, it should be pretty awesome. But what's really wild for me is to, I guess it is definitely better to be prepared for the worst and be over-prepared than to be under-prepared and have a situation where you think, okay, now we're overwhelmed, whatever. But they are expecting so many people to converge on my little hometown that they've got really a lot of things lined up so that, like everybody who's on the police force is going to be on duty. Everyone who's an EMT, all of the like any kind of safety professional, any kind of, all the firefighters, everybody, they have to all be there and be ready for who knows what, because that 4 minutes of totality is supposed to bring a giant crowd. And, like they said things like get your groceries, get your gas in your car well before that weekend, which is now, because it's going to get wild. And I haven't gone anywhere today. I haven't left my house today. So I don't know what it's like if I drove into town, if there'd be a bunch of people there that I haven't ever seen before or not. I don't know. But I'm just wondering, would you travel? Would you travel to go see an eclipse? Would you leave your home so you could go to somewhere so you could see what it looks like to have an eclipse in totality? Nobody's listening to anything I'm saying. That is awesome. I love it. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. I love that. Oh man. All right, so there's an eclipse and I'm going to keep it all to myself. All to myself. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Oh wow. I love it. I love that just happened. Wacko Jacko. All right. Let's get back to it. Let's focus here. Let's focus. All right, so Brooklyn. Brooklyn with no special instructions. Brooklyn, you are an outlaw for life. There you go. Thank you. You know what's so funny? I could have just told you guys all like the location of some buried treasure or something. I could have given you like pinpoint accurate. These are the coordinates. Nobody would know. Nobody would have known. Oh, that's awesome. Caleb Myers. And again, so this is another one where no specific instructions, but I was compelled to write you're my brother. I don't know. Felt right. There it is. Thank you so much, Caleb. Oh my goodness. All right, can you please sign in silver or gold, Rob Wiethoff, John Marston, Outlaws for Life? Yes. Let's do it. I started it off in gold, so I'm going to run with gold. And that one is for Tom. Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. Do you feel the struggle right now? Do you feel it? It's real. Not doing it anymore. I've done it too many times. Okay, this one for Talia and Tiana. Thalia. Talia is what I think it is, not Thalia. I think it's Talia. And you said, can you please recreate one of John's drawings? Could you please recreate one of John's drawings in the corner, any corner? And can you please write a favorite quote from John? Thanks. Okay, so I drew something that is not probably a drawing that John did. In a corner. There are other corners left on this, so I'm going to draw another one. I'm trying to think. Okay, so I think I have seen a picture of John's drawings of some kind of a crazy cave looking thing with a tree next to it. And John, John's not an excellent artist, I guess. So I'm drawing this kind of like making it look like John would draw it, I think, more than anything. So it may not look exactly like a cave, but it would look like how John would draw a cave, I think. That's what I'm trying to do, with a tree next to it. And then I wrote on there, people don't forget, nothing gets forgiven. So there's your cave with a tree. And then also, before I drew this little guy down here in the corner, howdy. Howdy. I did it before. I have to keep going. I have to point it out. I don't have to point it out, but I'm going to. That one I'm going to continue to do because I took the time to draw it. All right, so Talia and Tiana, thank you so much. You are awesome. Thank you. All right. So just make this one out to Kitten, just like a small cat, Kitten. Cheers to the badass Blackwater baddies. Love, chaos. The Blackwater baddies are here, everyone. And chaos is giving shout outs. Everyone be cool. So, yeah, I love this. I think this is so cool. And the Blackwater baddies, You must be online, playing online. You got a little posse there. Is that what's going on? The little Blackwater Baddies posse? Yep. Oh, they are here too. That is awesome. Welcome. Bienvenido. I thought I'd say it in Spanish too, just in case you didn't know that I was trying to speak Spanish. This entire stream, I didn't get very far, but I do know how to say that. Thank you so much. Kitten, that one was for you. There's more. There's more baddies, Blackwater baddies. There's more of you here. And I don't have that much further to go, so I'll get to them soon, hopefully. This one, though, is for Abdullah Eshki. It says, "Hey, Rob, I recently finished the series. Can't thank you enough for your hard work. Spoilers? And I'm not kidding you. I'm not going to read this. I know it's funny to say spoilers for something that happened 15 years ago, but this game just got re-released, and I'm not going to be the one to wreck it for somebody who's trying to play it now. And nobody else do that either. I know, it's kind of ridiculous to say that, but it did just get re-released. So let people enjoy it, if you would, please. And I will too. So thank you, Abdullah. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And yeah, I get it. So I wrote on there, you're my brother. Right on. Thank you so much. All right. Chase. So Chase does not have anything specific. But Chase, you need to know that you're an outlaw for life. There you go, man. Thank you. Thanks, Chase. All right, Mac, M-A-K, all capital letters. Could you write, "Blessed are the peacemakers"? Your talent on this franchise encouraged me to make more meaningful choices in my life. Awesome, Mac. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And best wishes to you. Go out there and do it, you know? I like that. Meaningful choices. Somebody's grown up around here. Probably not me, but you are, Mac. Sounding like a grown-up, motivated person. I'm happy for you. That's awesome. That really is awesome. Good for you. Best wishes. All right, Maxim. And Maxim wrote, "Could you please write on the red area?" Yes, I can. And so, there you go. Thank you, Maxim. Heading your way, friend. Ship it! That's what you guys are probably doing every time I do that. I go, "Ship it," and you go, "Bleh! Stop it." I have completely lost my mind. We don't have much further to go. We're going to make it. This one is for James. It says, "Could you please write, 'Every man has a right to change, a chance for forgiveness.'" My favorite quote. Below that, put Rob Wiethoff, and then autograph below John Marston. Thanks. Okay, yeah, I did this right. Look at that. That's my favorite. That is awesome. And again, now you're like this. Bleh! Stop it. Stop it, Rob. Stop it. Knock it off. You're at home right now doing this. Knock it off, Rob. I'm serious. Quit it with your jokes. Your bad jokes. You've done it too long. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what. I know that I'm ridiculous, but I really am enjoying myself, and I hope that you are too. I really hope you are. We are partying. What in the world? I mean, really. My neighbor's driving his Jeep around in his yard, hot lapping. He's got a bunch of horses. Some of you have heard his horses on previous videos that I've done. And they're awesome. I love it because he's got these beautiful horses that we get to hear obviously look at, but hearing horses is really cool. And when they just neigh, that is awesome to hear. But also when they run, he's got 5 of them. I swear it sounds like thunder. And it is so cool. I love it. I love horses. And I love that they're so close to me, but I don't have to take care of them. Because we got enough to take care of. Okay, so this one is to no one specific. And it says, can you please write, if you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging. And also draw a John Marston. So I did. And let me just sign this. So I know why he's driving his Jeep around. And I'll tell you in a second. I got to show you this first. But so if you find yourself in a hole, first thing to do is stop digging. Okay, so, and then I got a little John Marston guy up there in the corner. Howdy. And then I signed it. Awesome. So he's got like, I don't know, it's probably 10 feet long. And it is probably 6 feet wide. It's chain link fence. And he's got that dragging it behind his Jeep. And you know what he's doing? Knocking down the horse shit. That's what he's doing. Excuse my French. Excuse my language. That is what he's doing. Knocking down the horse drops. All right. So, I got to mention this. So it says, make it out to at lobotomy_victim on r/star. And it says, I'd love to have a quote of choice to be added. And then it was on this, of course, it was on this print, and I don't have that. I'm sorry. I ran out of those prints. So I will get it sent to me, and when I get it, I will be happy to sign it and do all that stuff. And again, I think there's going to be like 5 or 6 of those probably, maybe more. I don't know. Depends on when you want it signed. But I'll probably just go live real quick and do it because it won't take that long, I don't think. There won't be that many. So now, who knows what I've done here? Who knows what I've done? We'll come back to that one. All right, but this one is to Gavin Martinez. Did you hear what I said? This one is to Gavin Martinez, and it doesn't say to write anything specific. Gavin, if you're watching, where the hell are you? Worried sick about you, man. Hey, thank you, Gavin. Gavin Martinez, thank you very much, man. All right. Luca. And Luca says, I would love it if you would write, you want me to take out a gun and blow up earmuffs, hole in your head right here, right now. So that's what I wrote. Outlaws for Life 2. Luca. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, Luca. This one. So, this is another one for the Blackwater Baddies. All right, so it says, make it out to Hecate, which is also Sarah. This is a member of the Blackwater Baddies who I left out of our shout out. If we could sign her something, letting her know she's awesome. All right. So, and I don't know how to pronounce, I think it's Hecate. I think that's how to say that. Sarah, I do know how to say that. And I wrote on there, you are awesome. And I wrote Outlaws for Life. So, Now you know. You are back in. Not left out anymore. Very nice of you, Blackwater Baddies. Thank you so much. All right. And now this one is for Lady Mythical, who also, she's a core member of the Blackwater Baddies and loves Red Dead so much that it's her comfort game. Can you sign something thanking her for her love? And so I wrote for Lady Mythical, and then I wrote, it's all love. Right back at you. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you enjoy the game so much. Awesome. Really cool. The Blackwater Baddies. Yeah. All right. All right. And now we are getting down to the last few here. I don't know. There might be 10 left. Maybe not. And so this one is for Brian. Brian. And your last name is spelled Dijkshooorn. And I don't want to butcher it, so I wrote it, but I'm not going to try and say it out loud. But I do know how to say Brian. So Brian, thank you so much. So Brian's quote is, didn't reckon I should waste my time killing you, but I felt different. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not doing it. I'm not. Awesome, Brian. There you go. Thank you so much. All right. I hope I don't need silver anymore because that one's just about dead. All right. So this one is to no one specific. I think I just need to... Let me just check something here real quick. Yeah, I don't know what I did there. It says it's to no one specific, so I went ahead and made it out to Bree. I have no idea why. Maybe that'll make sense here in just a little bit. I doubt it. I'm going to just start over on that one. Who knows? It says, hey, Rob, thank you for always being positive. Every time you pop up on my feed, it makes my day better. Love, Bree. That's really, really nice of you. And that explains it. How about it? Wow. All right. Sometimes you just got to work it out, you know? Sometimes you just got to take a second, work through it. Bree, makes sense now, doesn't it? All right, this one's for you. And that's very kind of you, Bree. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed my crazy videos. Thank you. Garo, Garo. And so this one says, just any life advice or quote would be awesome. Red Dead Redemption got me inspired in the Western lifestyle. This is awesome. Even got my first horse named Dave. You're a real cowboy. A real one. With a horse named Dave. Okay, I love it. And so I wrote a quote which is a quote from the game. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to just say that. This is a quote that John Marston said in Red Dead Redemption. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm going to let you know what it is now. It says, if you win power, remember why you wanted it. How about that? I think that is life advice, right? When you asked me for life advice, that's what came to my mind. So there you go. And enjoy your horse. That's awesome. Real cowboy right there, everybody. A real one. He's looking at me in this hat. He knows. He knows I'm a poser. It's all right. I am. You know. I know. We all know. It's cool. But you're real. So, right on. Good for you. Avery. And Avery. I know that there's going to be a note on here that's going to say. So, Avery and Sadie, both of you ordered, well, the print that I don't have, which everyone knows which one that is. You both ordered that, and again, can't do it right now because I don't have it, but I will do it. I'll let you know when I'm going to do it so you can watch it if you want. And now I have no idea which one's next, but we'll figure it out. And so Sadie's quote, "You boys found my pappy's watch yet?" Oh, I love it. That is awesome. And we all love your name, Sadie. Of course we do. Okay, so Ozzy. Ozzy, this one's for you. Hey, Rob, it's Ozzy from the February live stream. How's it going? I'm all right. How are you, Ozzy? Glad to have you back. Still in first playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2, but in Chapter 6 now. Put what you want, bro. And this is one of 3. Ozzy came to party. All right, so on this first one, Ozzy, I put Outlaws for Life. There you go, man. That's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Ozzy. Okay, so Ozzy then in the next one says, 2 of 3. I'm getting these for myself for my birthday. Happy birthday! It was April 1st. No joke. Lady named Ozzy. Birthday, April 1st. I'm freaking 40 now. So, all right, lady, Ozzy. Lady named Ozzy. That sounds like a song. That's almost like Johnny Cash, boy named Sue, isn't it? Lady named Ozzy. Are you tough? I bet you are. I bet you're awesome. So I wrote on this one, Lordy, Lordy, look who's 40, because you're 40. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Ozzy. Thank you so much. And then number 3 of 3 from Ozzy. Ozzy, thank you so much. And this one says, thank you for doing this again, dude. How's getting ripped going? We haven't even talked about that yet. I'm trying to get back in shape too. It's tough out there, brother. Well, Ozzy, you're right. It is tough. And I I can't say this now, but because I'm not there yet. I haven't earned it yet. But at some point, I will be able to say, I'm writing this just because the future me will be able to say it. But on here, I wrote, hey, Ozzy, I'm ripped. And that's it. I hope you get ripped too. Because one day, I'm going to tell you something. And I didn't really think about this when I started talking about getting ripped. I didn't think about it. I just thought, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And then when I do it, I'm going to yell in everybody's face, I'm ripped. And I'm going to be able to do that because I will have earned it. And what I'm recognizing is that I will have earned it. Now that I'm really trying to do it, I will have absolutely earned it. Because it is not easy. And for what? Just to be able to say it, I think, at this point, right? But, you know, I do feel better than I did before I started getting ripped. I'm on my way. It's not happened yet. But one day, and you will know when I get there. Count on that. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, best wishes to you, Ozzy. Happy birthday. Awesome. Thank you so much. Kai Gray. And what did I just see here? We're down to the last 4, possibly 5. It goes so much faster when you pre-sign them all. It really does. And there might be more orders on here, but I don't think there probably will be. But we'll see. So, Kai Gray, excuse me. So, Kai Gray said, please do a little doodle of John's hat, please. So I did. Right there. There you go, Kai. Kai Gray. That one's for you. Thank you so much. All right. I'm trying to remember which one of these I did last. Okay. I'm still doing the stagger thing, so I don't smear anybody's prints. All right, Kai, thank you. Eve has chosen this print with no specific instructions. So, Outlaws for Life. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So now, Alex Larson, you ordered one of the prints that I don't have. And so this says my daughter. So my daughter, Alexa, I'm sorry, I said Alex Larson, I think. My daughter, Alexa, is a big fan. I'm surprising her with your autographs. She watches all of your Instagrams. Thank you. Alexa, I'm so sorry. And somebody just gave me a giant. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry that I don't have it to sign for you right now. I don't, but I'll do it again. And I will sign it for you, and it'll be a huge surprise, I'm sure. Thank you so much. And oh my goodness. Just when you think things can't get any worse, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you all know exactly what I'm saying. All right, well, so got a surprise for you, Alexa Larson, coming up. Got a surprise coming. So this one is for Joseph. And I think what I need to do here. Oh, I see what's going on. All right, so that goes there. These are just markers, some of these. Okay, yeah. These are just markers. I should have left myself a note that this is a marker. Kind of did, but also didn't remember. What is this, though? I think, all right, so we're going to do this one for Riley. We're going to do, here's what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to fumble through 3 more of these things, and that's all we got. So, okay, So this one is for Joseph. All right. Well, I'm about to possibly blow this again. Okay, it says make it out to Joseph. All right. All right, Joseph. I don't know who it is that ordered this, unless your name is Joseph too, but this one is for your dad named Joseph. Happy Father's Day. Outlaws for Life. Thank you. Those things always make me a little nervous that I'm blowing a surprise. as I'm saying it, but I also am supposed to announce it just like that. So, hopefully I didn't blow a surprise, and if I did, I'm sorry. So we've got two more here. This one is for Vic. I'm going to scratch all my notes out that I wrote. And Vic, all right, so this one asks me for my favorite funny John quote. All right, this is my favorite. All right. My favorite funny one. I'm not trying to be funny. This is my favorite funny John quote. It says for Vic, you couldn't shoot a fart out of your own ass. That is funny. I mean, it's funny every time. And then it says, I love you, Rob. You're awesome. Well, you are awesome, Vic. And thank you so much. Awesome. All right. And now we have one more. There's one more on the computer, but I don't have that print. And that one was for Jaden. And I do have that print. What am I talking about? I do have it. I can do that one. All right, hold on. Give me a second. I got two more to do then. So I've got this one for Riley, which I may have already done. You might get two. I don't know. You're definitely going to get one. Riley, that one's for you, Outlaws for Life. And then this one I do have right here. So this one is for Jaden. And Jaden, I kind of hate to go out this way, but you eat babies. That's what it says. I wish you would. Jaden, I'm just saying. Talking about eating babies, dude. Knock it off. Hey, everyone, my goodness, we have done it again. We have done it. That was awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. Really, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for participating, whoever got a print. Of course, I really appreciate you. Thank you. And for those of you who just came to hang out, thank you so much. What a fun time. I mean, honestly, I know, and I always say this too, I know that I'm crazy, and I am. There's no doubt about it at this point, but I am having fun, and that's all because of you guys. So thank you so much. And my goodness, hopefully, I will get to meet so many of you in person, and so many of you I already have met in person, and that's awesome, but I'd love to meet you all. Of course I would. I don't know. You know, everybody's kind of scattered around. Hopefully we can all meet up somewhere close to you. I'm happy to go anywhere. But let's see. Next weekend I'm going to be in Cleveland at the Cleveland Fan Expo, or Fan Expo Cleveland, I guess is how it's actually supposed to be said. Which is going to be really, really awesome. Roger Clark's going to be there as well from Red Dead Redemption. the franchise, I guess. And then also just check it out. If you're anywhere near Cleveland and you have interest in going, this is Fan Expo puts on a big show, and there's a lot of really cool guests going there, and it's a huge event. There'll be 80,000 people there this weekend. So check it out if you're in the area. There's a lot to do, a lot to see, whatever. And then I think later this month, I think, is Indie PopCon, which of course I cannot wait to go to. And that is getting bigger every year. And it's got a huge lineup of people that I can't wait to go and hang out with. I love those things so much. And of course, because it's in Indy, I love it because it's right here at home. And then I don't know. I think that I'm going to be somewhere else before I go to Deadwood in June. I'm sure I will, but I don't know. But everybody, really, I mean, think about it. Really think about it. If you want to go to Deadwood for Black Hills Redemption, it's not until June 21st is the first day of it. June 21st, 22nd, 23rd. But really start thinking about it now, because hotels are going to start filling up. Everything that is ticket sales, things like that, are actually something to consider this time. It's going to be different now than it was in Tombstone, because basically we don't want people to stand in line for 12 hours, which is what happened at Tombstone. They're trying to do it differently. So look into it if you're interested in going. It's going to be very different and organized in a way where you're going to be able to, yeah, you will have to stand in line, I guess, at some point, but not for nearly as long. And there's going to be so much else going on that has nothing to do with being in line or, hanging out where any of the Red Dead Redemption people are. Just out there, just in the area, things that you can do that are Red Dead Redemption related, that you can enjoy in person and feel like you're in the game. That rooster needs to knock it off. But I want you all to check it out, for real. I want you to know as much as you can about it, because two things, it's really cool, and it's only going to get better. The things that Kenny keeps adding just keep getting more and more cool. And the truth is, again, I don't want to sound like this is like it's your only chance ever to do it. It might actually be, though. For a lot of different reasons, this might be the last opportunity to do any kind of Red Dead Redemption kind of hangout, I guess, where there are that many of us together at the same time. It truly might be the last time this happens. I don't know. But consider that as well. And everyone, again, thank you so much for hanging out right now. I love it. I'm exhausted. I'm sure you are too. I am sure that you are too. But I enjoyed every second of it because you guys are so cool. And be well. Take it easy. As soon as I get those other prints, I'll make an announcement. I'll come on and sign them. And we'll get it done. Until then, be well. Take it easy. Right on. You're awesome.